I hope my stuff's up to date. Because I was working on my other computer and I forget if it's like all up to date properly. I'll just assume it is. I'll hope it is. Actually, I guess I can do like git log. Oh wait, no, I was working on At the Ends of Eras for the game. So, okay, yeah. So this should be fine. Okay, welcome back to streaming for Kitty Found a Camera. I haven't been streaming this week because I had roof construction. And after a week of tireless 11-hour fucking days of banging on the roof, they have finally removed the old tiling. Now all they need to do is put new tiling on the entire roof. I don't think they did a single bit of it. So, you know, let's place your bets on how long that takes for them. But okay. What I've done since then is honestly not very much, because I just, like, go to the library and kind of hang out. But okay, let's get out of here. What have I done? Oh yeah, I've started working on more interior stuff for, that thing. For example, I put a placeholder for the goddess. Suzanne is our goddess. We worship her. I'm still divided on whether or not I should have power lines on these light poles, because it would make more sense for a rural area, but then, for one, I'd have to have these much more frequently. I'd probably have to have them taller. I don't know. I guess it would make sense to have them taller anyway. Yeah, I'd like the look of it. But yeah, the main thing I've added was a sign for Madame Blue's psychic readings and used bookstore and coffee shop and daycare and funeral services. Good fortunes guaranteed, or coffins 50% off. So pretty good sign, I think. The back is a little boring, but that's okay. I'll just ignore it. I like the fake shading that I did. Congratulations to me for doing so well. But okay, today, I think it's about high time that we did all of the layouts of all the houses, and all the king's horses and all the king's men. So let's just get into it. Because we have... Actually, let's get my to-do list out as well. Where is that? Here. Did I eat anything today? I'm just realizing. Oh, I had one donut. I had coffee and one donut. And it's 4 p.m. So I might have to take a food break at some point during the stream. But okay, visuals. I want to do visuals, layouts. So we got all these houses. So yeah, let's start with the one that's right here. That seems like a good start. Alright, what's our rotation? I don't like that. Oh. There we go. I also don't like how I keep forgetting to put this to complex so that the wall thickness is consistent. Like, what exactly is the advantage? Oh, I see. I would put a manifold mesh even if the mesh or base mesh is non-manifold, where edges have 3 or more connecting faces. So what does simple mean? Outputs a solidified version of a mesh by simple extrusion. Okay. So presumably there's some benefit to doing a simple mesh. I don't know what it is, but that is what it is. But okay. What do I want for the layout here? Clearly there's a garage here. Also, let's fix up the rotation. Because, yeah, we need all of this to be 18 degrees. And by all of it, I mean, I guess, just the floor and the ground, or the wall, was the only thing that wasn't. Okay. Mesh, plane. Solidify this. And then, there we are. We now have a garage perfectly here. Would we want the garage to be smaller, though? This is a pretty big... I don't care. I know. Let's get one of our cars here as like a placeholder. There it is. And this house is probably called House Carlson? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's called, like, House 1. No, it's not called House 1. Oh, it is called House Carlson, but it's up here. All I need to do. There we go. This does not seem correct. Hang on. Okay, yeah, this is just completely wrong, because this is a truck that was, like, scaled accurately. Make that a similar width. And hopefully that scaled down the rest of these cars. It didn't. Yeah, we need them about yay big. And that means clearly we need these to be closer together and more of them, but I'll figure that out soon. Man, these cars are small now. Oh well. But okay, now we have a garage that actually makes sense. Pretty small, but that's okay. Let's put this at like negative 0.5 or no. And I think 2.2 meters is like a good door height. But okay. Now the question is, where's the rest of the house? Is there a basement? Because I think this is, I guess, 2 parents, 1 child. Maybe a sibling? Maybe not. I guess I'll be the judge of that. If we have too many only children. But okay, I think this should be kitchen, dining room, perhaps? And then we'd have, like, this whole thing here. See, and I'm trying to think, what are some interesting things that I can talk about while I'm doing this? Since this art tends to be a lot of, like, kind of podcast style, would I want a separate kitchen? I guess so. Separate kitchen and dining room. We could have, like, a nice little, like, highly windowed area here. You know, and we could have the kitchen potentially also... I was about to say laundry room. That would be weird. Would that be weird? I don't know. I think we're going to need a basement regardless. So let's just add that in already. I think it's just going to be these components, and this is going to be basement, delete. And then that means this. Okay, that should be good. And basically what this means is that now we have a hole cut right here. So I can have our basement do exactly what I want. But okay. Say goodbye to that. Because yeah, eventually now I'll have to figure out where the heck to put that. Oh. A lot of doors in this house. And yeah, eventually I'll need to, like, standardize all the door sizes, because I'll also have just, like, a pre-built, like, door frame model. Yeah, in the garage, come out to here. I'll figure out the actual layout soon. Yeah, and then up here, I think we'd want a bathroom. You know, that makes sense to me. For a basement, we'd want a wall. Wherever it is. So, like, I'm thinking... maybe have a wall here that leads with stairs leading down, and then this could also do this. And then this could be bathroom, closet, laundry room. Boom. Perfect world. And then we can use the rest of this room for whatever we deem fit. This does mean that we have sort of the awkward thing of, there's no bedrooms up here. Also, I'm thinking we should probably have, like, the bathroom be larger. So what I'm thinking is that. And this will be specifically so that we actually have, like, room for a door here, which I guess would be the bathroom? Yeah, now that it's the biggest. Well, would we really need a laundry room and a closet? Like, could we could knock down this wall and then just have this be something, and we could have a more spacious bathroom up here. Or I suppose we could have a closet, like, cut this into, like, an L-shaped room, and then we have, like, a closet that comes out this way. Like that, and then we'd have, we'd tear down this wall. Which, admittedly, strikes me as odd. Especially since this feels like it's not a good space, you know? From a feng shui perspective, you can't put anything here, even though it really wants something here, because there's so many doors. Like, there's not, like... This space isn't useful for anything. Unless you put, like, a wall here and made this into a hallway, for example. And then you could put something in here. And you could have, like, a path going out here, and then you could have a path going here. I'll try this, because it seems like it could work. You know, a very weird layout for a house, but I kind of like it. Student -4. Okay. This is now going to be our basement. And we don't need anything here, so we'll just dissolve this edge. Actually, I'm just realizing, this means that our basement has no access whatsoever to the outside world. Like, because usually with a basement, you'd have at least some of those little, like, access windows. So we may want to have a foundation, like this house does. And have this do, like, go up 0.5, and that means that this foundation should just be 0.5, and that means that this whole house, except for the garage, needs to be raised by 0.5 meter. Because otherwise, we still have no, like, air. I mean, I guess there are houses where the basements don't have any windows. Are there? So, like, let's check. Basement windows. I'm trying to think. What would I look for to see, like, how prevalent are basements with windows? Let's do basement no windows. Maybe, like, basement without windows? Like, how prevalent is that? I guess that's fine. We'll assume it's fine. We'll assume there's no risk of, you know, carbon monoxide poisoning. Or whatever. What gas would sink? Okay. So what is this called? House 4, we don't need that. We need House Carlson, which for some reason feels like it's in the wrong place. Oh, I see. Yeah, because it doesn't have an underscore. Should I? You know what, I'll fix that now. So now it's under the blue house. And I'm going to also rename this one to Duplex. But okay, retaining wall foundation. This is going to be now basement floor. Maybe S-body. And this will be basement walls. And let's see... Oh wait, why is this not... .5. So this should be point... I don't get it. Oh, I see, I see. Hang on. Was there something... Did I change, like... I'm trying to, like... There we go, okay. It was because it subtly changed because I didn't hold Alt. Which, for some reason, happens. Like... I still don't know the rules for when holding Alt actually matters, because it like clears the transform or like preserves the transform, but 99% of the time, the transform is just preserved anyway, like, and it's fine. Okay, so for both of these, we need a different interior wall, and eventually I need to figure out how I'm actually going to do like different textures on the walls. I have yet to figure that out. But basically for both of these, we just do, for now, material offset rim. And the rim doesn't actually matter, because eventually I'm going to have the door frame models and, like, the window frame models. Let's do... that. Okay, and then stairs. We want X to be this way, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little stairway. Boom, like that. And now we have stairs. So I think what I should do is maybe I should do -1. There we go. So that way we start from the top, and then it's just a long way down. But fence material, that's good enough. Do I want anything fancy with the actual, like, hang on, I have a good idea. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. That way, I can scale that. There we are. And we can make these a bit unrealistic. Make them go down faster. There we are. And now we have a pretty safe way to get down. And we have a really weird little layout for this place. And now these are stairs, eventually. What's this plane? Oh, I see. Interior walls collision. Okay. Let's scale check. I hear kids screaming their hearts out outside. Okay, let's get out of here. And eventually I'd like probably more things to see along this road, so that way this doesn't feel like a rather boring part of the path. But I mean, I guess it's also like 4 seconds, so it's not that bad. Because admittedly, it feels like what I'm doing right now is kind of just like... Hang on, I'm gonna like put some materials on this. It's unpresentable. Wait, I just realized the driveway should have been a separate, like, mesh entirely. Like, get this whole thing here. Oh, wait, no. This should just be driveway. And then eventually what I can do is I can make it like, look better. Something like this to make it so that, like, this actually aligns in the correct place. Hang on. Like that. There we go. And then we can have this thing here. Like that. There we go. So now these aren't perfectly square, but it doesn't actually matter. But yeah, so that gives us like a nice division line. Oh yeah, did I ever show off? I did the textures in the other house as well. I won't show those off, unless I feel like it. But okay. For now, let's just plop some materials on this. Basically, just so I can actually, like, see the inside of the house. I was looking to click the exterior walls, but I guess it's fine. I guess I don't really need to click the walls. Let's do drywall. Maybe this will be... Hang on. I have a drywall material right here, don't I? Garage. Where's garage, like... wall? So we have the Weston house. Oh, right, I see. Floor 1, floor 2. Garage floor, garage roof. Why do we have... Oh, I see. We do have a ceiling. It's right here. But then what is this wall? Please, Godot, just let me, like, click the thing that I'm trying to click. I don't know what Godot did. Like, how did I piss off Godot like this, where I, like, legitimately can't click things? Like, I can click the roof. I can click every single thing except the thing that I want to click, which is this wall. I don't know what this wall is. And I don't know how I'd even check. Why is this truck here? Oh, I see. Hang on, let's fix that real fast. There we are. Okay. Garage roof. And we can see that it doesn't have the garage walls here. You know what? Go to Blender. It's the core? Why did I make this the core? No, it's not. What? Oh, it is. It's just rotated weirdly. Okay, I'm stupid. Wall, drywall. Okay, so this goes to textures, interiors. So the only reason I did that was because I wanted drywall as like a nice placeholder material. And then I can do the same thing with like the basement. Oh wait, this thing doesn't even need... I just realized. Our basement doesn't need anything for the exterior walls. Like, we could just actually have, like, subtract this. So, we don't actually need this. In fact, we just scale this inward a little bit. Let's scale it like that. Like that. There we go. And then we don't even need... Like, we don't need this solidify at all. Wait, why is this all, like, Oh, I see. We don't even need this. Why is this here at all? Okay, let's try to make this... There we go. Now it, like, merges with those. Good. Okay, good. And then we can have concrete here. Okay, so now I can actually, like, check the scaling of the walls and stuff. And we can see if the vision of the house even makes, like, a lick of sense. So yeah, pretty tiny garage. We have tiny garages here. And then this, yeah, this would work as a kitchen. In fact, it could be pretty big for a kitchen. We might want to shrink it down a bit. And I think potentially we could open it up to the living room, but maybe not. Yeah, I think move this wall a bit in. Make this kitchen more of a, like, strictly work area. would come out to here. You know, I like this little area as well. This works. I think you'd put, like, TV entertainment stuff here, and then you put a couch here, so people would walk behind the couch to get to other things. And then you have this sort of, like, little hallway here. Boom. This is my beautiful house. This is my beautiful wife. And then stairs work pretty well. Kitty goes downstairs without a care in the world. She just, like, jumps off the stairs. Yeah, there's something weird with how I handle stairs. Like, I don't properly snap to the ground. Ah, well. And this will be plenty of space for bedrooms, which admittedly is still kind of weird that there's no bedroom upstairs. But I don't want to bother. I mean, I guess you could make this. Actually, that would make total sense. You have one bedroom up here, the bathroom. In fact, you could just have this be a bedroom. It'd be a rather small one. But, like, you know, you'd have this closet. Maybe you'd even have the closet go the other way, where it opens up for the person here. And then you could have a bathroom. And then you could have down here be the laundry. Which would make a lot more sense, because that's how people actually, like, organize their houses. Yeah, so we would compress this down. Yeah. I think that all makes sense. And in fact, let's make it... I think we would make this bathroom a bit smaller. And maybe move this whole arrangement here. Like that. You know, we lose some hallway space, but, like... Oh yeah, I forgot. This was, like, the main reason. Well... People can just watch their head as they come down. I know. Move this a little bit. So that way, people are less likely to slam their head. Also, why does this not have a back face? Isn't it somewhere in here of, like, settings, maybe? Culling? There we are. Okay. I need to do that for all of the materials, but, like, it's annoying. So yeah, it'll be kind of a nightmare to figure out the materials for this place, but that's okay. It's a challenge that I'll just have to live with. Actually, wait, hang on. We just need the rim here. And here I'm thinking... Oh, wait, yeah. I forgot. I can't do that. Eventually I need to, like, apply a modifier or something to, like, basically grab this edge. In fact, let's put that in a group. This will be, like, outer edge. Oh, wait, no. Assign this one, I think. And then I'll just put a little plane in the back there. In fact, can I do that if I did a solidify modifier? Not quite. Actually, we can do... thickness, offset. What's this actually? Not quite sure I've done this correctly. Especially since it's like extruding everything. Yeah, I don't think this is quite what I need. Because yeah, what I want to do is I want to basically just extrude that one thing, this one edge straight down, and then merge the vertices without having to do a bunch of weird stuff. Or, actually, I just realized, get this selection, apply, actually, yeah, you know what? Apply this modifier. Dissolve these vertices. Actually, I'll just straight up delete the vertices, because we only need this. And then, boom. Calculate outside. Boom. We now have perfect thing here. And I'll just put that as a child of the stairs. So now we have 2 collisions. And I suppose we would have like an interior wall that comes part of the way down and then you'd like loop around or whatever. Yeah, so the next step is figuring out... Wait, I didn't actually fix this yet. Yeah, make this kitchen a bit more compressed. We'll have this be our like passageway, and then there'll be like counters here. And that probably means we would actually want this door as well to be over here. You know, so it's more like this whole space is kitchen, this space is transit. That seems reasonable. And then I'm just going to bring this up. Actually, let's do... yeah, let's bring this one up. Let's actually make this 0.25. So yeah, I guess my exciting news other than this is I started reading Homestuck because they had the animated pilot that released recently. And the actual comic is pretty cool, though I think the pilot doesn't do a very good job of actually explaining it. It's like completely incomprehensible. Because I didn't realize it until actually reading it, but Homestuck is very much structured like a adventure game. In fact, I'm pretty sure at some point it was like people were voting on what the characters would do in the game, like it was like an actual adventure game. And so there's tons of like, basically the main character has a very simple goal, which is to, like, get his disc for the beta of a game he wants to play. And then there's, like, a million simple puzzles that he has to solve, like, well, his dad has it and he wants to avoid his dad because it's his birthday and he doesn't want to get into a whole, like, celebration at the moment. And so all of the charm of the comic is basic, or at least of the early comic, is, like, how he goes about solving these puzzles and, like, the weird mechanics of the game that they're playing, essentially, because they have, like, weird inventory management and stuff like that. And in an 11-minute animation, it's just not enough time to explain any of the mechanics, or really to make anything, like, to, like, share any of the interesting stuff about the game. Like, because you can't really, like, have all of those little puzzle moments that you have in an adventure game. I'm gonna make this do that. And I'll have to make sure that we're not, like, peeking out with corners here, because I did notice, I'm gonna call this ceiling. Hide that. Like this, oh yeah, because I moved this wall without actually, like, making this work correctly. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna have this be a bedroom. I think it makes sense to have a closet here. Because now we only have this bathroom upstairs. One bed, one bath. Nice dining room. Decent sized kitchen, little garage, little living space. And then we come down. To here. And I'm thinking... RZ1? Oh wait, no. Rotate by 18 degrees. Move up by 1. Then we do this. Now we have a thing that is aligned to the grid. And we can add our solidify with, like, whatever it was, 0.3. Yeah, so now I think this is properly lined up with the walls and stuff, and we'll also do a little bit down like that. But this way we won't, like, completely smash our heads, and we'd have, like, I think laundry and stuff here would make sense. So we'd have, like, a laundry room, then maybe another bathroom right here. Well, we have a pretty long area. I think laundry, machine, and, like, little den. Then we have a little passageway, and that would go to an area like this, basically. And this would be a room and a bathroom. Though, ironically, now it seems like this room, like, this would be the better area for someone. Hang on. Would we want 2 bedrooms down here? Maybe what we'd want is 1 bedroom, a bathroom. And so basically we would have, like, a... Let's do this. Do you see the vision? Essentially, maybe like bathroom. Oh wait, I forgot. I have to have the door accessible. There we go. You know, so 2 rooms. This one's slightly larger, but it's also maybe more cramped. Or I guess we could also have, like, you know, this come in this way. So that way the rooms have, like, a similar area. But one of them's longer, the other's shorter. I'll have to see if this makes sense. Because, yeah, this space here, perhaps, is the weaker one. You know, I guess we could use this more as storage. Ah, whatever. Get some walls. Oh, wait, no. We need this to be named something. Because right now it's, yeah. Wait, and this should be there. There we go. There we are. Okay. Back to the game. Let's feel the scale. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're in the main room. And we can also explore in first person for immersion of being an extremely fast toddler. Yeah, this feels like an adequate bathroom. And then this is a pretty small bedroom. So we might want to figure out a better way of going about it. Maybe instead of having this like this, we could have, like, the bathroom here, and then we'd have this entire hallway space push out. And so, like, instead of this wall being for, like, a weird little hallway, it's just the side of the bedroom. You know, just swap these two. And then we'd have the closet, like, nowhere, basically. Maybe we'd have a closet, like, here. But yeah, because these rooms, they're plenty large. We could have, like, something between the two. Maybe, like, we have, like, a, you know, extend this wall a little bit, and then we just use this whole space for closet. Or something like that. But okay, how's this space? This feels like a space that you would put, like, a laundry machine. And then you could have, like, a couch and something here for, like, a lounge space. This would be a cool little space. And then, oh yeah, I didn't put any doors. That makes sense. I suppose it's a question of, should it be windows, or would there be some other ventilation system able to be done? Because, yeah, I was wondering about, for example, windows in a basement earlier. Like, if they're required, since this space doesn't have that many. Let's see, where's the... Oh, I see what I need. We need origin to cursor. That way. This should be... it's about right, yeah. We'll just do 2.2 here. Let's see, I'm going to put this not next to that door, I'll put it on the other side here. And then here, let's make this sort of like, that's good enough. Yeah, because I guess if we need windows down here, I'm trying to think where, or how would what would be the easiest way of moving the entire house up so that we can get the windows, but then keeping the garage flush with the driveway here, because you wouldn't have a, like, garage go like a foot up. Oh yeah, I was meant to look down here. So if this is a bathroom, yeah, pretty good sized bathroom. This would be a fine bedroom, I think. It's long, but it's big. And this would also be a pretty good bedroom. Yeah, there'd be enough space down here. In fact, there's more space down here than up here. Yeah, so let's redo that upstairs bedroom, because that is now our weak point. Let's also give these a different material so I can, like, tell them apart. Yeah, so this, unneeded. Say goodbye to this. And probably say goodbye to this. So I'm thinking, move this, so it's probably going to be like a half bath upstairs. And then we'd have like a full bath. Hi, welcome back. So I'm thinking it'd be a little weird to do this, but I would like this whole thing to come out like this, essentially. Or we don't really need... I'll figure this out soon. Okay, so now this solves kind of both of those issues that I was having earlier, where, like, I didn't want so many doors here, because now this door is in its own little world. I think I'd want this wall. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out how do I want to, like, organize this, or how do I want to split these walls apart. I think we get this one. Boom. There. And I'll deal with the consequences of my actions soon. And then this one. Get this. Get that. Get that. Oh. There we are. Yeah, I could imagine probably you would need some sort of, like, something hooked up directly into, like, you'd have a bigger machine out here, since this is also meant to have, like, the washing machine and dryer. So there'd probably be a bit higher noise in this area. Yeah, let's also see. Let's see. Much the same. I'm doing some layouts of all the houses. So let's see. And I want this house. Basically, I don't want to I want to have like something here without disrupting. So basically, I'm imagining like you could put like a couch here so people can walk behind it and go to here. And that means we don't want a door on this wall. Let's see. I did a little bit of that. Though admittedly not as much as I should have. But oh well. Let's dissolve these edges. I'm going to put a door right here. And then we can see how this feels. Yeah, basically this means that this will just be a little half bath. And then the full bathroom will be downstairs. Which, kind of awkward. But I've seen worse houses. Yeah, and then in the furnishings, we'll also think about things like airflow and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I think my next stage... Oh wait, did I... Oh wait, no, I do have the windows. Yep, little bathroom. And now this feels like a nicer house, or nicer room. And we could have, like, even a closet here. In fact, we might even have this be a closet, this be a master bathroom, and then people just go downstairs to the bathroom down here. Which I feel like would probably make more sense. In fact, we could have this entire wall here do that. And then this is still a nice little space, so you could have like a couch and TV here. And then people would just walk around it to get into like the dining room and the kitchen and the garage. And then you come downstairs. And you do all your stuff. But yeah, I think I do need to separate the garage from the house and raise the whole thing up about, half a meter. Or like, yeah, or so. Yeah. Yeah, I decided it'd be nice as a placeholder texture for all this drywall. Yeah, now the big question on everybody's mind is... Yeah. I think the basement does need windows. And they basically look like, what would they look like? 3? Oh wait, why is this... I just realized. Let's do cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. Oh wait, no. Origin to 3D cursor. That's what I need. There we go. So now, these are... There we go. This way... I can do this. And also now I do actually need to solidify this. Probably like 0.4 meters. 0.5? I'll figure it out soon. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so we'll have little windows like this, and then I'll just move this high enough so that we can actually see these. Well, I think what I need... Move the whole basement up. And that way, we'll get closer and closer to, like, a place where it's easy for me to do this. So yeah, because I'm thinking, like, you know... Let's see. Let's get... So this is floor 1. So we need the wall here. We need the ceiling. Probably the roof. Where is the roof, actually? Oh, okay, it's already a child of the foundation. And that means that we also need this wall here to be a separate thing. Origin to 3D cursor, there we go. And so this is now going to be our garage wall. Okay. So if we raise this whole thing by 0.5 meter, now we can start to see our little basement windows. In fact, we should probably move it up a little bit more even, so that way, like, the windows are actually like, oh wait, I just remembered how these work. Typically, there's a little indent around the basement window, so we actually don't need to move these nearly as much. Hang on. In fact, do I need to move them at all? I'll say no. I'll say I don't need to move them. Oh, right. My music isn't musicking. Okay, there we are. Okay, so now I need to figure out a way of making it so that I can attach a, hang on. Cursor to selected, cube. I'm going to try to figure out the best way of making a little cutout for the window here. Because then we would also need like a floor space here. They're always kind of like weird. Okay. Let's see this. So this is now going to be our basement window. Oh yeah, it's probably in B's. And there should probably be a child of that. And then they should also have basement, window, delete. And the way this will work is this is in this Boolean. So now we'll really fuck up the terrain here. Okay, solid. Let's do material preview. So now we can solidify this. Oh wait, we're gonna have to modify this a little bit. There we are. Okay, let's do 0.05 for this. Alright, so now we have really bad little windows. And then what I can do is I can hopefully like grab this and the, I see, I need to enable it but hide it. There we go. Can I like, no, I can't do that. Okay, so we need this to be visible so that way I can select both of these, and then I can do this. Yeah, I guess it depends on the type of place you're in. Because yeah, I know at my house, what was the protection from rain here? I'm sure there was from these little windows, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it was. Also, I'm realizing there's, because this is the front of the house, I guess let's just put some windows on the opposite side. Okay, wait, is there something... What's this floor here? Hang on. Did something happen with this? Oh, I see. This is part of this, so I'm gonna hide this. Let's do like here and here. And I probably should have done that. Oh, wrong thing. Wait, right thing. Hang on. Oh, I see. Oh wait, I don't see. Shift Alt. There we go. It's a bit loud. But okay, there we go. And the reason I'm doing that is so that then I can make this a bit shorter to match the, like, terrain here. And I think we'll do... like that. There we are. There we are. Yeah, that seems fine. So yeah, now we have windows here, here, and here. No windows in the bathroom, which honestly makes sense to me. We'd probably want this window to be a bit more moved around. Basically, I'm thinking... two? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, we got this. Then we got this. Then we can do that. The polygons are gonna go crazy here. Messy, messy, messy. But that's okay. Okay. Yeah, now I'm thinking, how was the rain handled with my old house? I guess because the roof extends beyond this, or I guess it could extend beyond it, basically. So we basically just make this a bit longer. So yeah, I think, like... I'll just move it till it feels right. And then I'll do the same thing over here. Yeah, feels about right. And then we do the same thing here, but basically like, actually, cursor is selected. Oh, wait, no. Trying to figure out where exactly should I put our, like, origin point. So that way, because I'm going to scale all of this by the cursor. Like this. Until it matches. Like that. And then also delete... Wait, delete these faces. I see what I need to do. Like that. And then I can delete these vertices. Boom. And what we'll have as well is probably a solidify modifier here. And also I'm thinking, scale this up a little bit too, like... think like that. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. And then we do a solidify modifier here of like 0.3. And we'll ignore that in the like attic and stuff. How do I... There we go. I just need to figure out, where is this? There we go. And I'm thinking also... There we go. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Actually, I just had a brilliant idea. What if I just put a cube here? And this is our stoop. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to call this stoop.sbody or something. Actually, I'll call it collision, because eventually I might need to do the other thing. Okay. Make it a little quieter. Okay. Let's see if these all look okay. Because yeah, and eventually I'll put a like mesh attached to all of these little windows. Basement walls, basement windows. Oh, these need to have a collision though. Well, I guess they could be... What do I want for these basement windows? Do we only have 3? No, I think we have 4. Yeah. Okay, now we have beautiful collisions. Oh, right, and the complete inability to actually select these. Basement walls, basement EXT walls. Thank you, Godot, for being powerful. Okay. There we go. So yeah, basically, they're going to be protected by the roof for now. And then this part, we no longer need this to be a separate thing, but I guess it works fine anyway if it is. Because we would have separate materials for... Oh, right, I forgot. When you search for a thing, it doesn't unselect what you've currently selected, so you can't actually, like, click and drag a thing. Yeah, so if I click here... Okay, now it works, I guess. I don't get it. Okay, and this... Why is this... Oh, right, because I reparented it. Okay, and then last but not least... Hang on. Oh, wait. That's correct. This isn't the correct place. So why is the stoop all not working? Is it? It's incredible. And you know what? For now, get this retaining wall. Give it concrete too. I'm tired of just like white materials, just blaring white materials. So even if I'm just putting like am I gonna get the car eventually? Maybe? Just put this here. Boom. Actually, what other materials do we got? Let's do an inner bush. Yeah, basically good. Okay. Let's test how this feels. Oh, I see. That looked like a wall or something, but now I see what it is. Or, it looked like a little piece of wall sticking out. But okay. The windows are pretty high, and they don't give much light, but they do give some, like, a sense of, like, there is a space outside of here. You know, so you can have oxygen. They're not exactly like, windows that you could, like, crawl out of, though. And now I guess, hang on. How would I do this? I guess what I would do... I'm gonna hide this. Put this here. I'm gonna just delete this interior face as well. That way. We can stitch these together. There we go. And now it'll definitely look correct. I guess what I do now is, what if we just made this go as high as it could before it hits anything, and then we just extrude it down until it hits something. Okay, that seems fine. Get this down to like 0.4 maybe. .41 or 0.4. Let's just do 0.5. Huh. Still a little bit of a seam. Do complex here. 0.51 or 0.6? No. 0.55. 0.525. Basically perfect. Okay. So now we should have... Oh, I see the issue here. Cursor is selected. There we are. We can make this flush with the wall here. Does kind of beg the question as to what I was doing otherwise. Like, why is this so... Oh, I know why. It's because there was the whole, It's because I was scaling it in... Yeah, okay. I know why I did it this way. And now I know why I shouldn't have done it that way. Because, yeah, we need this flush with the wall so it seems like the wall goes up into the roof. Which I guess, actually, I could just have done by, like, doing that. But... Actually, yeah. This is stupid. Because, yeah, then I'll have to have a separate material for it anyway. Like, I'd have a different material for the walls versus the roof wall siding thing. Yeah, so just move this in. It doesn't actually matter that much. Because, yeah. My foolish mistake. This is the answer that I needed. Just extrude the walls up. And then boom. Perfect. In most places. And we'll just make little, you know, things like that. Yeah, so there are some areas where you can see, for example, here, we can just go straight up into the whole thing. So I'm just gonna... Boom. Okay, ta-da. And I think we should probably have just like... You know, I probably should just have this here. Well, no, because I do think this looks better this way. You know, there's no, like, intersecting thing. Okay. That seems good. Okay, so now I think the layout here is good. Yeah, I'll also put in furnishing, so like common... What would I do? Where do I have furnishing? Layout, furniture modeling, Carlson, ventilation, that's fine. Okay, let's do one last walkthrough. And then I'll say this is done, we move on to the next house. Yeah, kitchen looks good, dining room, so yeah. Spacious bedroom. Oh yeah, it was divided on the master bath. And that... I mean, I guess we can just, like, fix that right now. Which, I guess, I would fix this by just pulling this out. Not that. This little bit. There we go. So that way those don't intersect with the walls there. And that gives us a little bit more window space as well. Thank you for selecting the wrong one, Blender. I'm very deliberately selecting the one that sticks out more. Okay, let's make sure that these don't stick through the walls either. Yeah, these look fine. But we could push them out a little bit more. Okay. We'll assume those will be fine. Then we have our little half bath. Yeah, that'll be fine. Do I want another wall here? I do. And you know, I think I will do exactly what I described of, so this half bath is actually going to be a closet, and then this space for a closet will actually be a half bath. Then I might do what my parents had, where instead of having a door, they just have a little, like, path like this. And so that way, we have space for a room, we have a little walkway here, into a little master bath. Does beg the question of how the plumbing gets down, since it leads right into here. Well, I guess we could just have pipes. But okay, and then this will now be... Oh wait, let's have a meeting point. There we go. That'll be a bit wider. So now it's a proper closet. Little bathroom. Divided on having how to handle this wall. But I won't overthink it too much more. If the master bedroom's small, it'll be small. Because we also don't have any closet space in here, which is kind of an issue. Oh wait, I just realized. Move this here. We have good enough closet space. Room for... Okay, yeah. That'll be my plan. So yeah, we'll just have a little door here. And then another door. Oh wait, I see. Wait, no, I don't see. Now I see. Closet, bathroom. The room here is pretty claustrophobic. Yeah, let's have a narrow bathroom, so that way we have more room for a bed. Okay. And also while we're here, let's go downstairs, because I know that I'm probably going to want like a closet in one of the bedrooms. Probably like, basically put something here. Yeah, and we'd have like, okay, and in here, these are like a sliding door, or sliding mirror doors. Often have... What's that? There's something like popped. Oh well. There we go. Plenty of space for a little mirror closet. And I'm also thinking, for this room, we'd have a similar fate. There we are. Good enough. So yeah, now we have two pretty nice bedrooms. One has more closet space, but less actual foot space. Alright, now we see the final layout. Admittedly, this master bathroom kinda sucks. Or the master bedroom, yeah, kinda blows. Maybe they know that and they use it as a guest. Well, it does have the master bathroom, though. So yeah, now, potentially, it's okay. And you'd probably have your bed here. Well, you'd probably have your bed here, because you wouldn't want the fumes from the bathroom. But okay. Oh yeah, I need windows still for the exterior, or for like the upper floor. And then let's double check all this. Windows looking good. They are pretty high up, but that's okay. This room looks pretty nice. Yeah, I like the closet. This would be a perfectly serviceable bathroom. Maybe even a bit bigger than it needs to be, but that's okay. And then this would be a great... Oh, wait. Awkward that the window is in the closet. I mean, I guess we could... No, wait. We don't have any room to flip it the other way. Maybe we just lose access to one of the windows, and that's like the price that we pay for the extra or for like the extra space in the nicer closet size, maybe? Or I move it to the front of the house, which I'm kinda not sure on. Or we just accept that there's a window in the closet, and that's kind of funny. I guess I'll accept that. Okay. Oh wait, no. We haven't done the windows yet. Okay. So where do we want windows? We want lots of windows in here. I'd say we could even have them be like I imagine almost the entire height of the floor here. Like that. So it's like a lovely dining room atrium thing. And then over on this side, we'd probably have... It's actually pretty poor natural lighting here, because we could have like a door, or we'd have like a window here, potentially. You know, like that. That's okay, I guess, yeah. For the rest of these windows, I'm just going to do, like, that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. For our master bedroom, probably want pretty narrow windows. Actually, let's do this. Something like this so that it's not like completely above the bed, because you'd probably put a bed here. And then here, let's do like there. There we are. And then for the kitchen, we'd have window here. And for the garage, I imagine there would be one small window here. Probably like there. That seems fine. Would we want one on this side, though? Maybe. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh wait, we wouldn't do it this way, we'd do it the other way. There we go. Yeah, you know what, let's put another window this way. And we'll make it symmetrical. There we go. And yeah, here, there's really only the hallway, so we wouldn't really want a window here. Well, I guess we might. We'll just put a little window here. Well, actually, it'd make much more sense there. And we could put it, like, similar to this. Boom. And then we have a bit more light there. Alright, that's good enough. Officially good enough. That was checked off a while ago. Oh wait, no. I should, like, go into here as well and make sure that everything's up to date. And yeah, and then the next things will be doors and glass and other things like that. Oh wait, hang on. This needs 2 materials, and the modifier needs to go up. And I think we don't need rim, but I'll keep it there. I think I might do things that automatically open. Wait, hang on, I'm going to lower the volume for this. I'm going to have it so the doors have no collision, and when you walk up to them, they just, like, instantly open, I think. Rather than having to deal with, like, getting stuck in doors and things like that. Unless the door is actually meant to be openable and closable. Well, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, because I don't want to have a bunch of doors with collisions, because they'll be a hassle. Alright, let's feel... Okay, yes, this feels good. Alright, what do we have left? Git commit M, Carlson layout. Let's save that. Okay, because now we have the unenviable task of laying out our gigantic 3-story Wright house. So the first question is, where are the stairs? Well, I imagine a spiral staircase going up right here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Windows 11. This is 3? Okay, yeah. Wait, I just realized I have the power. I'm going to make all of these have basically the same proportions. There we are. Oh, wait, and this one as well. We don't need that there. Oh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I very rarely see, like, any improvement from Windows updates. Oh yeah, WordPad. I haven't used that in a while. Hmm. Yeah, I guess 8 to 10 would be one that's like good. But I really want to waste this beautiful space on a staircase. I guess maybe what I could do is we have the space behind the staircase that we use for it. So we would do like probably something right here. Let's get okay. Let's go back up to the Wright house. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Actually, I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait, no. We only have 3 stories, so this will be fine. Stairs right in the middle with windows right out. That makes sense as well. Because we could have a big space. Or like stairs, yeah. Like the entrance and then stairs. I think... I'm going to see how... I'm going to make the spiral staircase. Because I think that's going to be kind of like my main attraction here. Let's make sure that my music's still working. I'm going to skip this album. Oh, thank you, YouTube, for not... I forgot that YouTube doesn't really work. Let's see. Oh, thank you, YouTube, for constantly changing things over and over and over again. Okay. Let's see, I have done spiral staircases before. But yeah, they can be tricky. They're sort of a process to make. But yeah. We'll have a nice pole that goes up to... I guess for now, I'll use the ceiling as a reference, because eventually we have to, like, basically remove all of these components and make... Actually, I'll do that now. Oh, I forgot that I didn't, like, attach these. I guess that makes sense. Wait a second, I just had a brilliant idea. Why didn't I just do that? So, like, here... I was complaining about these things, like, what if I just merge these by distance? And then we do, like... There, boom. In fact, I could do that here as well. Like, eventually, once I cut through those, but that'll be good. Because yeah, all of these, I need to like eventually do that. But okay. Generate, solidify. There. Okay, this will be stair pole. In fact, let's be generous. Okay. So we're actually gonna need GY1. Okay, generate an array. This will be funky. Yeah, we'll do an object offset here. And basically empty plane axes. This will be stair ref. And that should go with our plane into the stairs. And because we have that hokey thing, I can do this. So let's do... This should now do ref stair collision. And we're halfway there. We now have things going on a spiral. Oh, we've generated too many. Probably right there. So yeah, the big question will now be, how do we do, this in a way that I agree with? I guess what I could do... Hang on. We need this to be... I think that's correct. 3D cursor. Let's make this a little bit less. Okay. Calculate outside. Okay, so we're starting on the process. And what I could do as well is I could have like let's do like 3 here. Oh wait, no, we would not want these to be part of this because we'd have like a fake collision around here. Thanks, yeah. I've gotten pretty good at making stairways. Though admittedly, part of it is also because the way that this thing works, or the way that the player character's collision works, allows me to, oh wait, wrong thing. Allows me to just have, like, these crude stair models. Or, like, so this can be the collision, rather than doing, like, proper collisions. But I'm gonna also have, how would I make this? Like, the actual body of the stairs. I guess I can just, like, eyeball it. basically good. Let's also see if we can merge. Hey, look at that, it actually works. Now I just need to make sure that all of these merge. Yeah, the object transform is a lifesaver for this, or the object offset, because that's what's the king of all of this. See, I think... Why is this so... Oh, I see. What if we just... Oh, I'm seeing. I can't actually do that. Okay, so we can merge this. There we go. Now these are close enough together. And then I can put those eventually, and what I'll do is I'll figure that out. So yeah, now you can see our key issue. Oh wait, I see. We need to do, again, median point. So yeah, we'll need to make sure that this is like... Well, I guess I gotta figure out, first of all, if this is even like the correct whatever it is, size, that's the word, because I think these might also be too big, and I've fooled myself. But okay. I'm quite happy that those spiral, or that staircase came together relatively quickly. Because I was worried it could have been like a major fight to get it. Because sometimes you have to like, you know, generate things with your array modifier and then apply it and then fill it and then like do a bunch of things. But yeah, I think for this one it should be okay. The collisions will be janky, though. Oh yeah, I just realized it doesn't have any spaces for people to actually get off the stairs. Well, it certainly feels janky to get on. So yeah, the big problem now is... I guess I should just go one floor, and then it goes another floor. Or then I just, like, copy the mesh and do it again. So let's make that happen. So probably 30 makes sense. Maybe 31. Okay. And then we can move this around, and it's a completely standalone thing. Which actually, we no longer need. We need the stairs and, like, the reference to the stairs to be the same. Oh, I just messed it up. There we go. Okay. So now we can have this as its own thing. But okay, I'm seeing that these are okay. So yeah, our big question will be making sure that this actually can, like, work. Okay, so stairs would be probably here, I'd say. So that way it's comfortable to walk up them. And we can do, like... Let's get the stairs themselves, move them up. And then we'd have, like, a little space here, perhaps? Ooh. the main issue is that I now need to figure out how to properly align. Like, so that the person can actually get off the stairs. Oh yeah, I did give Cody and Baba a listen. I quite liked it. So then we need to do this. Okay, I see. I think this could kind of work a little, except for the fact that now we don't have... Yeah, we need the ability to get off the stairs here without actually interrupting... I guess I can just push out this whole thing. Oh, and also this floor. Oh, I see, because the top floor... Okay. So we actually need these to be two separate things. So that way I can have this one do a different amount, and it doesn't mess up the other one. There we go. Okay. And so yeah, I think what I need to do is just extend the entire house in this direction. I guess what I could do... What if I just moved this whole thing here? Like that. Just gave myself more room to put a landing there. And that way, I can also do like that when the time comes. But for now... There we go. Yeah, if something doesn't fit, just make the room bigger. S, Shift, Z, move it up. I think I'm going to move this down to here. In fact, what if I just made these scaled correctly? To, like, be an exact even interval. Because I could do that. We have, what, 3 meters? And then we'd have, what, 30 steps, let's say? Yeah, let's make it 30 steps exactly. And that means that this should do 0.1 above this. So let's see. Z is 17.6. Then let's do 17.7. Oh, I see. So that also extends up like twice as far. 17.65? I don't get it. What's the interval between, like, here? So that's, 10.2. No, 17.49. So let's say 17.5 for simplicity. 21 point... So 22... Hang on, is that 4 point... No, 3.5? No, 4.5. Okay. So, 4.5 divided by 30. 0.15. So how does this... So this is 17.6. This is 17.65, so this is 0.05. 30 times 0.05 gives us... I don't get it. It's going up 4.5 meters, even though it should be going up less meters. And if we did like 4, 5? Oh, 0.045. Or 0.015. Wait, I don't get it. First of all, why is this... I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what this means. We'll just do 0.045 for this. Okay, so move this one to 22 exactly for now. Or like 22.45. Maybe. Huh? Why is this... Oh, I see. There's just no God. It's just whatever the number wants to be. So this is 22.045, and this one is just... Hang on. Copy this. Or, location? I don't get it. Oh, fuck me. Okay, Blender... Position, child, relative to parent. Because apparently there's just absolutely no rhyme or reason to what the measurements mean. Like, what is the location here? What does this mean, then? Because it's not relative to the world. It's not relative to the object. Is it relative to this object? So, like, if I moved that... Like, move this down... No, so it's just relative to nothing. It's relative to some arbitrary point in space. Alt-O. Okay. Do cursor to selected and then try Alt-O. Clear origin. Okay. That did nothing. That didn't change this. And it's not even fucking... Okay. Did I scale something wrong? Is that what's happening? Actually. Okay, that's not scaled. Change this scale? Okay, that's not scaled either. So I have, honest to God, no idea. Oh, wait, hang on. But now it's the correct measurements. So was this scaled then? I'll have to consult the footage on that, because, yeah, I have no idea. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Now I'm seeing if we do 22.15, and then we do here 22.3, it's still way too high. Even though 0.15 is the answer to, like, moving up 4.5 meters. I don't get it. So, like, what is the difference between this one and this one? Is it because this isn't parented to the right thing? No, it is parented to the right thing. Oh, okay, I see now. No, I don't. Okay, life is a joke is basically, that seems to be sort of like the theme here. Okay, but now what I can do is I can just put a one cube here. So now we have a beautiful landing. Okay, and then we put this down like that. And we'll have fewer steps because we go up to here. Okay, there we go. There we are. So this will now be like landing S-body. And it's funny because the numbers did wind up working, but only after I dragged the like parenting around. Like I had to fiddle with that for a bit because like I guess just keep transform in Blender means God knows what. But okay, cursor to selected. Oop. Okay. And then we would certainly want a, like, thing there, like, what have you. Yeah, I think something must have messed up, because I think I was parented to the thing. But okay, this will be our other railing. There we go. To put this at like -0.5. There we are. And this should be railing, so like landing, rail, collision. Okay. All right, now let's put this all there. There we go. Now we have beautiful stairs. I don't think they'd actually be usable because I think they go up too much. Like, I think you'd bump your head on the railing above you. Or the steps above you. Especially because the characters here can be like 9 feet tall. Yeah. Look at how, like, I think here, well, I don't know. It could be worse. And I think I may want to also splurge on having a face, or like collisions that are like separate from the stairs themselves. Yeah, otherwise we'd have to deal with that the whole time. And I think how I want it to do is, yeah, we have this landing here. Beautiful. Actually, why is it not beautiful? I thought I put that there. Oh wait, no, I put it on the upstairs ones. But okay. This is how houses look. Yeah, I'll say maybe the house thing should be, or no, I'll fix the stairs later. But yeah, for now, I'll live with these. Because we also still need a staircase up to the attic as well. Okay. Let's get this all put together as well. I know. Let's put all of these together in one beautiful harmony. Yeah, I think the main thing will just be adding basically like a smooth surface that's invisible. And that way, or that'd make it easier. Oh wait, hang on, I just realized these aren't even like scaled the same. Do I want that? I guess I do. But then how do I deal with this? I guess it's this, I guess it's scaled here, basically, of like, let's hide this. Unless I'm just realizing we need this to come out like this a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Dissolve these edges? No, that's not what I want. Well, this is kind of what I want. I guess what I want is to dissolve this vertex. Almost. I'll just delete this vertex. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it'll be tricky to figure out how to intersect these in a nice way, because I want this to basically like all be one continuous mesh soon. So yeah, let's move this up like that. No, I think I want it the opposite. I want this one to merge with this one, like that, in perfect harmony. Yeah, and then this one will be the tall one, because there'll be some fancy thing here. I guess it'll just be... Hang on. Yeah, like that. So we'll just have two triangles here. I need this to be complex. There we are. Okay, now it's coming together. Oh, I see, and that messes that up if I don't do it right. Okay. Now it's coming together. And we'll do a similar thing right here. Okay. So I think... There we are. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can figure this out. There we are. Perfect. We can now do, I guess we just do, like, stuff like this. So collapse these, and then, actually, I think what we do instead... There we are. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. All right. This will be tricky. Let's do, yeah, like this. Ta-da. And then the main thing we'd want is, first off, complex constraints. And then I think basically all of these, we would need some like upward movement to make them all connect together nicely. And here we have this. And then here we would do that. Messy, but I'm also just gonna make this thicker. Yeah, good enough. Well, actually, we'd probably just have like this again. Yeah, like grid fill this. Okay, there we are. Yeah, so what I should have done was cut this whole thing here. Ah, well. How do I want to fix this? I know what to do. Get everything that's above that. And then this as well, probably. Okay. This will be like our roof wall. And then we'll do like a little bit down like this. Wait, why is this like this? Oh, I see, because I moved these all wrong. Okay, because this needs to be like straight, like that. Okay. So now what we do, bring this all back down. Do 3.5 exactly. There we are. Back to normal here. And then all of these... Actually, let's do like cursor to selected. Origin to 3D cursor. So that means that we should have this as like 0? Yeah. Then let's also merge by distance. There we are. And we would delete this edge. And delete these vertices. Oh, wait, There we are. Phew, okay. Now it's all working nicely. Rather wild and wacky little house here. And I think the attic will just be an attic. We'll just have it be here. And maybe, I mean, we could do something fun with the, like, these windows up here, but maybe not. I think maybe this entire floor is Linda's. That could be fun. And then we just have probably just a little stairway up here. Actually, we'd probably also want, like, a railing here so you don't fall in and die. Ah, well. Maybe they don't believe in safety. Okay, hang on. Where is this? So we don't need this visible. Okay. Landing rail. There we go. Now I can move this up a little bit to be more flush with the floor. And then eventually I'll put like little end caps on all of our railings. Oh, wait, no, we need like 70. Wait, does these... Why do these, not... Why aren't these straight? I guess I'll accept it for what it is. Okay. We have a bunch of stuff here now. So let's start with, let's go floor by floor. I think this first one, we have just a lovely little landing here. We may have like a back porch. In fact, I think it would be like, let's see. This would be our landing room. So I think... What's the rotation of this? Oh, I should have made everything consistent, because now I have to figure out like what things have to rotate here. Oh wait, no. I did make the rotation consistent. Good. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. First thing. Maybe a nice bathroom. Strudel. The food? Okay. Strudel Repple. Interesting. That could be fun to play with sometime. Let's actually call this W Walls Interior 1 Collision. I'll do each floor as its own thing. Do I want thick walls? I'm gonna do walls like this. See, I'm thinking here. I like having an open area here. Maybe this whole area is relatively open. That could be fun. So I'm thinking we have a kitchen here. Is this? Oh, I see. I'll have to do that for the rest of these walls as well. Oh, wait, didn't I make the walls thicker for a reason? Oh, well. Okay, so I think I would like a kitchen here, and then probably what I would do is add a restroom. Let's do or bathroom here. Well, maybe in the corner here. Well, yeah, I guess the question is, this isn't a particularly impressive entrance now. Yeah, because we have such a huge area. I don't know how this is like... It chooses the wrong... Okay, there we go. We'll hide this temporarily. There we are. Okay, there we go. I just realized this would have been much easier if I'd just done like if I'd just done this. Boom, 3 rooms. But okay, I think this is some sort of storage closet. And a bathroom. Which, yeah, does mean that that's a rather boring entrance. So let's move that then. To be like here. And that means that we could have this be a nice little back entrance. And then this will go to something or other. Ooh. I have a good idea. Just move this whole thing down. Is rain too high? No, it's not. Perfect. So yeah, now we have 2 porches. And I'll eventually put like a skirt here so that way rain doesn't get on that. But okay, admittedly, still kind of a poor structure for this house. Hmm. You know, it might be better to just not have this whole thing at all. Just make it open. And then maybe we could have like this way. Let's dissolve this edge. See, a lot of these are now like completely irrelevant. But okay. You come in through the door, you see this door, you're like, what's that on this side? Wow, big cool entrance. And I accidentally hid or unhid all my stuff. We're gonna have a whole pantry here, I think. Nope. Let's do 2.5. And we'll have big doors. Do I want the rest of this area open? I guess I could have that. It'd be the most impressive thing. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, floor 2. Wall 2. Let's put these, like, together. So, I'm gonna say wall and wall interior 1 go into here. Okay. That way we have things a bit more organized. Floor 2 will have wall 2. There we are. Okay, so this is an obvious room. This is an obvious room. And I think, as I said, I'm gonna have basically this be its own room. There we are. Let's do cursor. There we are. Okay. So now we have the power to put a wall here. And that does mean that this whole area around the stairs is useless. So we probably not do that so much. We do like that. Bring some space back. There we go. And maybe... I was thinking if we want to have something like back here. But I'll ignore that for now. Okay, so I'm assuming 2 bedrooms or 2 rooms, 1 bathroom. And then we probably have more rooms this way. Like that. I have no idea what these rooms would be used for, but seems like the appropriate place. Okay. So this is now W floor 3 collision. And then W floor attic collision. Which the roof will be a child of, and this will also be a child of. There we are. There we are. So I think here, what if we had this whole space be one big room here? And this could be like the master bedroom. Then we'd have like a closet here. All right. Oh wait, I should have done hang on. Do this. Hide this. Okay. Wait. No, I wanted it to go this way. This will be bathroom. This will be big closet. Let's do median point. And I guess I'll do... this. So now we have a big walk-in closet, space here, master bath, something that can be done in this room. So yeah, we have at least one bedroom that's up here. You know, we should probably swap the master bedroom room, or this floor with the master bedroom, and the floor with the other bedrooms, because that just makes sense to me. You know, this would be your third floor, because it's like, you know, you have your landing room, everything else. Where is this at? So yeah, this is now interior 3, and this is interior 2 collision. Should also be there. And actually, this bathroom is excessively large, so I'm going to do a little bit of this. So that way there's a bit more space even. Okay, and then the attic will be a gigantic thing. And we'll need to figure out where the actual, like, oh yeah, open question now. Where the heck do we put the stairs? I guess maybe here? No, that doesn't feel right. I guess we could put them here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I think this is safe to just push like this. There we are. Cursor is selected. Plane. Array modifier. So we'll do 0 here, 1 here, -1. There we are. And these will be some precarious little stairs. I guess they need to be more precarious, actually. Is this even feasible? I guess what I could do... make the stairs, like the steps, narrower. So now they're really precarious. So let's put this right up next to the wall. There we go. Oh wait, this actually needs to be, hang on. There we are. We need to actually get these two. Get that selection. So now we can get this. Stairs, S-body. Okay, and now we put these on floor 3. And then here we do an apply. The only things we actually need are... Oop. I see. There we go. Interesting. There we go. My brother ordered some food. I guess we didn't really need it, because we do also have some burgers. But oh well. It's nice to get something nice, especially when I'm not the one ordering it. But okay. Oop. There we go. Actually, I'd like this more if it was very precarious. Wait, let's do meeting point. There we go. Okay. And now we can see if this actually even works. Yeah, so now we have an itty-bitty staircase that goes up to our attic. And she could sleep in, like, the bedroom that has the atrium, because that's, like, designed to be a bedroom, but I think Linda just likes being in the attic because that's creepy. I wonder how much of this will actually be, like, conveyed in the game. Probably not much of it. Okay, let's actually first check how this area feels. So, like, you know, you'd have, like, so this kitchen, pretty big. We could have, like, counters all around it, a center thing, and then you'd, like, bring this out to, like, a fancy dining room table that'd be probably right here. Would it be here? And that actually might be here, so that way it could also be easy to, like, extend it to the back and, like, enjoy the forest from the backyard. And then we have a big pantry, all sorts of foods. I don't know why they have so much money. Maybe they just inherited the house. And you come up here. And this would be, I guess... Oh yeah, this is the master bedroom, I forgot. So we'd have, like, something like you'd just relax up here in some sort of atrium slash smoking room slash whatever. And then this is no, this is that big walk-in closet. Oh yeah, I forgot to put any collision on these walls. Interesting. And then you come up here. Linda's room. Well, Linda's official room. This is a nice bedroom. Look at this. The only downside is the lack of privacy. You'd need curtains, just in case you, like, don't want, like, your neighbors looking at you from up here. And then other bedrooms or studies or whatever. One of these would be a bathroom. Actually, I think one would be a bathroom, one would be a closet, the other would be a bedroom. Mm-hmm. And then we make our way up to the attic, and nice. Doesn't freak out too bad, except for the collision. And now you have a beautiful attic. We need a fireplace. I just realized. We need like a wood-burning stove. That would be swanky. In fact, what if we had... Where would we put a wood-burning stove? I think I'd like it almost in the center of the room. Or, well, I guess we could also have a fireplace here. Like, you come in, see the fireplace right here. Yeah, that would make sense. And then it goes right up there. Next step in our masterpiece. So if this, let's do... Oh, I see. Put that like that. And then let's have this thing, I guess it just comes all the way out like this. I forget how fireplaces work. Oh wait, no. We would do like this. There we are. Have room on top of the fireplace for that stuff. There we are, kind of. And I think we would have this get ever so slightly narrower as it goes up. That's basically how a fireplace works. What if we had multiple, like, fireplaces? Or like, in addition to a fireplace, like a wood-burning stove. 3D cursor. There we go. Mm-hmm. This would be where that goes, and then... right here, we cut out the wall. There we are. Now it's a proper fireplace, probably. Actually, we should probably move this so that it's not, like, right next to the door, because that seems like a foolish place to have a fireplace. There we are. That seems good, and then I'm going to push this out a little bit more, because it feels correct to do that. And then I don't know how fireplaces work with multiple floors, but I'll ignore that for now. Instead, what we should do is we should make sure that this aligns nicely with these different rooms. So like here, this room I assume would get warm. So I'll have to figure out what we do with that. Maybe we make this a little closet. So we have bedroom, closet, bathroom. Oh wait, we need to now check here. That's fine. Now I'm trying to think, how do I want to do a roof? Like here. This will be like a porch, skirt. Cursor to selected. Let's do origin to 3D cursor. And we'll do like a 0.4, no, point like 2.5. There we go. There we go. Let's have this go like this. There we are. Oh, I see. Calculate inside, I guess. There we go. So now we have our little awning. And also push this outward a little bit, maybe. There we go. Okay. That's going to be good enough for that, I think. Sort of a wacky little house. And then I'd need to figure out this whole section here. Also, I'd like to make sure that this is like coplanar. So like, you know, move all of these vertices to match these two faces. But I don't know how to do that. That's quite a bit more advanced than I am. I guess we could just do this until it matches up. Oh wait, hang on. These should not do that because, well, I mean, they kind of should. It's just they should have like a different threshold. Yeah, it should be something more like, where is this? Maybe like 20 degrees? There we go. There we go. Oh, I see. We don't need this. I'm gonna try to make this as like symmetrical as I can. Actually, I think cursor is selected. There we go. That wasn't quite white, or quite right. Because yeah, I want this to all go down, but now it works fine. And also, this should be like 10 degrees. There we go. Okay. Next step now, we need to figure out our beautiful whatever they're called. I've completely forgotten. Windows, that's what they're called. I know what to do. Oh, wait. I've made a mistake. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter, really. We'll just have some cool windows up here. Okay, there we are. What do I want for this? I guess maybe a window like this. Well, I kind of like the idea of having another like really triangular window. We could do like that. There we go. And then the other windows, I'll figure these out. Okay. I'll just do some simple, like this, basically. And now the big question is, how do I... Oh, why is this so, like, out of whack? Okay, there we go. Oh, I see. It's because this thing's completely out of whack. Well, that's fine. Okay, there we are. Boom. We now have some ridiculously large windows for an attic. Okay, let's do like, actually, why are these here? Let's remove some of these, like, edges that are unnecessary. Because we'll add plenty of, like, necessary edges soon. What exactly do I want here? I should probably have, like, more walls for closets and things in here as well. Well, maybe. Oh wait, what did I do to make it so that this one... Oh, is this some sort of N-gon now? Okay, there we go. Now we can cut through here. No, we can't. Why can we not cut through here? Because these are... Okay, I'm just gonna cut this face off. There we go. Let's just have one large window here. And then these two are meant to be closets, so I'll do like... Maybe like a little window... Well, maybe a window here, like a narrow window. Both because there's a thing there, and also because it is high enough up and facing outward that it doesn't particularly matter. Okay. Let's have some slightly less dramatic windows. Hang on, something musical. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, I see. I guess recalculate outside. There we go. Okay. This looks okay. Hmm. Let's do slightly... Actually, let's do like 1.2 there. I want this wall back, wall 3. Because I'm now going to change all of these to be whatever I just put it at, 1.2. There we are. And then there's a few things that we don't need. Dissolve. There we go. Boom. What if we had a big window here? I don't like that. I think we need a little nook. All right. Oop. So we need 0.3. Oh wait, no. There we are. And this was a closet, right? So we don't need that. And here we're gonna have like a little high window. Actually, what if there's a window here? I'm curious as to where I'd want a window. Because you don't want too many windows into a bedroom. Like, even these two windows might be... like, might create, like, a feeling of insecurity. Yeah, because then we have a little nook. Then we have this, like, very open area. Oop. And then last but not least... Alright. Oh, wait, yeah. These now will be... So we don't need these here. Let's do like 1.2. There we are. What if we did 6 here? Then we just had 3 little windows. I don't know why that feels right. Okay, and this is the pantry, so we don't need that there. We'll just do like a window. Actually, I think we'll have this be like one big window. So like we'll put like counters there and stuff. Okay, and then here on this side, I think we do more like double windows. Okay. How's this house looking? Kind of funky, I like it. And then next what I want, eventually I'd like a deform modifier where like I can pull the house subtly out of kilter. Let's try that. How do I do deformers? I think they're in like volume. No, where would they be? Oh, it'd be a lattice. I guess let's commit this first. Actually, this should be called like deformation.delete. Okay. Whew. Let's get some more of our cool stuff in here. So let's go here. Oh, right. So let's get all of our walls. Oh, I see. I made a mistake, though. We don't have two materials. But okay, for now, boom. Hide that. Yeah, let's fix that now. Okay, our solidify modifier. There we are. Oh yeah, and the roof needs the same thing. So now we do like roofing somewhere in here. There we go. Probably like that. Yeah. In fact, I think we'd have two materials here. Or we'd have wall, then rim, then interior. Hang on. Need to slightly fix this. I think this here. And first of all, dissolve that edge. Oh, I see. These are supposed to go up like this. Okay. So now we need the walls again. W wall, roof, W wall 3, W wall 2. These will all have drywall. There we go. And then the interiors. Oh. Okay. Interior, interior, interior. Drywall. Also. Roofing. Materials. So we would have that there. Okay. Okay. Let's try... Oh, wait. Our fireplace doesn't have collision. Okay, and it's about time for me to go. But I'll keep powering through this until it's done. This is not brick. There we go. That at least gives us like a start on that. Okay, let's get this stuff kind of working. I see. Okay. Interesting that it's like clicking a thing that is completely and totally 100% unrelated to what I'm clicking on. Like it wasn't even like vaguely related, but that's okay. Okay, let's just do concrete for now. As usual, getting stuff to like work nicely. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll need like different materials for the different parts of that. Eventually. Okay. And then, last but not least, our stairs, eventually. There we go. Okay. So now we go to foundation, go to the interior walls, boom, bring those back. Check this again. See the scale and see everything. Alright, let's see how it looks from here. Not very spooky, because it's so, like, open. I think we should make those those windows especially should be narrower. Let's actually do like, let's make these consistent as well. So I'm gonna do, that. So we need these to be narrow, predatory. There we are. And I think here as well, what I do instead, dissolve these edges. 3 little windows. Similar things on this side. And then on this side, we might have some more open windows, like this. But yeah, now it feels a bit more authentic. And I think... there we are. Here we need... oh, there's food. Okay, I think that should be my cue to get out of here. Because yeah, now we have the windows all set up. I will do one last look, so let's save and exit. And we'll see if it looks spooky. Some glass may also help. Oh yeah, we also need like the pillars and things like that. Pillars and fences and stuff. I guess I'll put that under like furniture. There we are. Man, just laying out the houses, just laying out 2 houses took 4 hours. Alright, I think this looks like a place that'll be quite cool. So let's save. Let's commit. And, layout, right. Yeah, they're tricky buggers. Man, it seems to have turned out pretty well. I think that all these houses will, I think, look quite interesting once they're furnished. Though that'll be a whole project in and of itself, since I'll have to design so many little bits and pieces, at least to do what I want to do. But that's also why I'm saving it for last, so if I feel like I don't have time, I'll just, like, not do as good of a job. But okay, that's about it. There's food waiting for me, so I will be back, whatever day I'm back, I guess. Oh yeah, because I'll have to see if there's still construction on my roof. Because if there is, I won't be back until next week. But regardless, see you later.